Hello YouTube fans, what's up? I'm Eli Zook, Dental Tiger Friend of 2023, and welcome to episode 17 of Storytime with Eli. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different, but today I thought I'd share with you my very own Dental Tiger story that I made from my imagination. Are you guys ready to see it? You are? Good! Now, this isn't your normal typical Dental Tiger book you get from library. I know you guys really want to see me do the ones I got from Barnes & Noble, but today, I decided to share with you a very own Dental Tiger story I made from my own self. Are you guys ready to see it? You are? Good! Okay. So today's story is going to be Daniel Babysits Margaret. Yep, that's right. You heard it correctly. This is the story I made from my imagination called Daniel Babysits Margaret. Are you guys ready to see what happens? Okay, good. Now, fair warning, before I start this book story, I have a little bit of a cold, so I probably might be doing a little bit of coughing, so if you guys hear me coughing, just please ignore that. And if you hear any background noise, please, I beg you, try to ignore the sounds of the other sound. But if you hear me coughing, it's just because the wording is making my throat feel, it's tickling because if you guys hear me coughing, it just means that the reading is tickling my throat. So if you hear me coughing, please ignore it, okay? Sorry if I'm getting a little off topic, but I'm just trying to let you know, ignore any background noise except for me reading. I'm getting over a cold. So, you got that? Okay, let's go and start reading now. Here we go. Hi neighbor, it's me, Daniel Tiger. Today I will be babysitting my baby sister Margaret. Because mom is very busy at her carpenter job, and my dad is at work, and I have no school because today is Saturday. So mom put me in charge of babysitting Margaret until she gets home from work. Daniel thought. He tried to remember what he has to do to take care of Margaret. He remembers to feed Margaret. He remembers to change her diaper if she needs it. He remembers to put her down for a nap if she gets tired. And he remembers that he has to watch her at all times. Daniel and Margaret were playing farm. Then baby Margaret was hungry. Are you hungry? Daniel asked Margaret. Baby Margaret nodded her head. Daniel said, okay, let's go get you something to eat. Daniel picked up Margaret and put her up in the high chair. Then he got a bowl full of baby food and spoon and started to feed Margaret. Here comes the airplane, he said as he was feeding Margaret. Then, after Daniel fed Margaret, they went back to playing, but Daniel had an idea for another game they could play. Do you want to play hide-and-seek, Margaret? He asked his sister. Yes, Margaret babbled with a giggle. Okay, Daniel said. You hide. I'll count to 10. And then I'll come find you. Then he covered and closed his eyes, and he started counting while Margaret started to hide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right or not, here I come, Daniel said. Daniel started looking for Margaret. Daniel checked behind the clock. Is Margaret behind there? Nope. Margaret isn't behind the clock. Where else could she be? She couldn't even fit behind the clock because it was too big and up against the wall. And Margaret is too little to be playing back there. Daniel looked around everywhere for Margaret. She was nowhere to be found. But then, he decided to check behind the table. Daniel looked behind the table. Could Margaret be behind there? Daniel peeked his head behind to see if Margaret was hiding behind it. Then Margaret jumped out in surprise to Daniel. "Found you," Daniel said. Then baby Margaret giggled because she's having fun playing with his big brother. "I knew it was you, Margaret, because I could smell you all the way from the other room," Daniel said to Margaret. "Because there's an old saying, the nose knows." His nose told him that Margaret was hiding behind the table. Then Daniel started to laugh because he knew where Margaret was. Ha ha ha. Speaking of Daniel being able to find her with his sense of smell, he got another surprise from his nose. Oh, I think I know what that means. He started to smell something smelly, and he thinks it might be coming from baby Margaret. Uh-oh, I think baby Margaret might need a diaper change. Grr, what's that smell? Daniel said under his breath. "Margaret, did you poop?" he asked Margaret. Then baby Margaret, looking a little blush, said no and shook her head. Sorry for that. "Are you sure?" Daniel asked Margaret. Yes, she nodded. "Come here, let me check," he said. Margaret walked slowly over to Daniel. Daniel gently lifted Margaret's dress and checked her diaper. "Yep, you pooped," Daniel said to Margaret. Baby Margaret needs her diaper changed. Daniel went to go get the diaper bag. He went into Margaret's room and got everything out and ready. He got out the changing pad, wipes, and a new diaper and laid them out on the rug. Everything was all out and ready. Then he went to go get Margaret. So sorry for that, guys. "Come on, Margaret," said Daniel. "It's time to change your diaper." "Okay," Margaret said as she walked over to Daniel. "Let's get that dirty diaper changed, because you stink. P.U. "Once we've changed her diaper, we can go back to playing, okay?" he said to Margaret. "Okay," baby Margaret said with a little giggle as Daniel took her over to the baby room. Since Mom Tiger already taught Daniel about being the big brother and how to take care of a baby, he is ready to do his job as a big brother. Okay, now, this is where you guys might want to change or swipe the video to 1 minute, because if you don't want to see Margaret get her diaper changed, then I recommend that you skip this video to 1 minute, because she is about to get changed by Daniel, and if you don't want to see that, then if you're sensitive, then go and skip this video to 1 minute. But if you're totally cool with it and you don't really mind that much, go ahead and keep watching. Okay, that was just a little warning, a heads up. Okay, let's continue reading now. Daniel carefully laid Margaret on the changing pad and took off her pants. He got ready to change his first diaper. Then he unfastened her dirty diaper and threw it in the diaper pail. Then he lifted Margaret's legs, being careful not to accidentally hurt her, and then he wiped her bottom clean. Then he got the new diaper and put it on Margaret. Della kept Margaret entertained as he was changing her diaper. She didn't cry or fuss, but she laid there with a smile on her face. Then he put Margaret's pants back on and stood her up so he could pull them back up. "We're all done, Margaret," he said. "Now you have a fresh, clean diaper on. All better." Then Daniel took Margaret to the bathroom so they could both wash their hands. Daniel washed his hands first. Then he picked up Margaret, held her towards the sink, and washed her hands to keep away germs. Washing hands is very important, you guys. To keep away germs. You don't want to get sick. Then Daniel took Margaret back exactly where they were to play some more. Then Daniel decided to play every baby's favorite game. peekaboo. He got a tablecloth to use to hide his face behind. Then he hid it behind his face while Margaret was watching. Then he took it out and said, "Peekaboo," and baby Margaret laughed and bobbled. Peekaboo is her favorite game to play. He repeated the same thing multiple times, taking the cloth on and off his face, saying, "Peekaboo." Baby Margaret laughed, giggled, and bobbled. She is having a lot of fun playing this game with Daniel. Aww, look at how much fun they're having playing together. So cute and adorable. Every baby can't resist the game of peekaboo. It's their favorite game when they are Margaret's age. Daniel kept playing this fun game with his little sister, but then she changed her feelings. Baby Margaret started to feel a little sleepy. Daniel stopped playing when he saw Margaret with sleepy eyes, and he also heard her yawn, and she was a little fussy too. "Are you sleepy, Margaret?" Daniel asked her. Then she nodded her head, which means yes. Sorry if that wasn't the right way to say nod, you guys. I don't really know how to spell the word nod or nodded. "Okay, Margaret," said Daniel, "it's your nap time. Let's go back to your room, and I'll put you in your crib." 1 second, you guys. "Come on, Margaret. I think you might be a little sleepy. Let's put you down for a nap," Daniel kindly asked her. Margaret walked over to Daniel, and they walked to her room. Then he took her by the hand so they could both walk together. "I think you need a little nap, sister," Daniel was explaining to her as they were walking to Margaret's room, so he could put her down for a nap. This was a very important part of his babysitting job, because nap time is very important for babies. It helps them grow. Then Daniel took Margaret back to her room and carefully put her in the crib. He was being extra careful not to accidentally drop her. He made sure Margaret was nice and comfy. Then he said, "Sweet dreams, Margaret." He's taking very good care of Margaret. But baby Margaret had a little bit of trouble falling asleep. So Daniel sang her a lullaby. Then he went to go get Pandy the panda bear for her to snuggle with. Then she fell fast asleep. Daniel quietly tiptoed out of Margaret's room, being careful not to wake her up. Then Mom Tiger, while she was working, decided to go check on Daniel to see how he was doing. She was building a sandbox for Daniel and Margaret to play in outside. She was working in the backyard, so Daniel wasn't home alone. She picked up her tools, then went inside the house to see how he was doing babysitting Margaret. She had to see if Daniel was doing okay. Daniel and Margaret will love what their mom made for them. "How are you doing, Daniel?" Mom Tiger asked him. "I'm doing good," Daniel said. "I did everything you taught me. I fed her when she was hungry, I changed her diaper when she needed it, and I just put her down for a nap." "Good job, big brother," Mom Tiger said to Daniel. Then she hugged him to show how proud she is of Daniel. "I'm very proud of you, my big tiger," she said. "Thank you," said Daniel. Then Mom Tiger said, "You're welcome." Then Daniel told Dad how it went when he got home. "How did it go babysitting Margaret today, Daniel?" his dad asked him. "It was terrific," said Daniel. "I took care of Margaret while Mom was in the backyard working. I did all the things Mom taught me how to do. Good job, my fuzzy guy," said Daniel's dad. Then he gave Daniel a high five to show how proud he is of him. After a while, Daniel thought Margaret might be done with her nap. His mom asked him if he could go get Margaret out of her crib. Can you please get Margaret out of her crib, big brother? His mom asked him. Sure, said Daniel. He went to go check to see if Margaret was awake. I think she's done with her nap, Daniel said as he was walking to Margaret's room. She napped for a good while, which is good, because babies need lots of rest. It's very important for them. Daniel went back to Margaret's room to get her out of her crib. Her nap time was over. She napped for an hour. Margaret put her arms up while Daniel gently picked her up. Are you all done with your nap, Margaret? He asked her. She nodded, which means yes. I think that's how you spell nodded, right there. How did your nap go, Margaret? Daniel asked her, and she just bobbled because she can't talk quite yet. Let's go back into the living room and play, Daniel said to Margaret. Then Daniel told his mom that Margaret is out of her crib. I got Margaret out of her crib, just like you told me, he said. Okay, now that you got Margaret out of her crib, I have a surprise for you in the backyard, Mom Tiger told Daniel. You do? What is it? What is it? Daniel said, excited. Come outside and see, big brother, Mom Tiger said. Daniel ran over with Mom, very excited. Mom Tiger took Daniel and Margaret outside to see their surprise. Daniel gasped. Terrific! It's a sandbox, he said in excitement. Baby Margaret said. Daniel and Margaret went to play in their new sandbox. I love my new sandbox. Thank you, Mom, Daniel said. You're welcome, Daniel, Mom Tiger said. Daniel and Margaret loved playing in their sandbox their mom made for them. Baby Margaret played in the sandbox the most. Daniel had to make sure she didn't throw any sand at him or out of the box, but thankfully she didn't. She just put her hands in the sand and played. Do you have a baby in your family? Daniel asks you. If you have a younger sister or sibling, you can take care of them too. I had fun taking care of my sister Margaret, he said. Then his mom asked him if he would be willing to do it again. Then he said, yes. Our family is bigger now, and I want to be the best big brother that I can be. Ugga And the end. And boom! That wraps up this episode of Storytime with Eli. Well, folks, that is the end of my own Daniel Tiger story that I made. Did you like it? Good, I'm glad you like it. What was your favorite part? Yeah? That was your favorite part? Good, I'm very glad you liked my episode, you guys. Well, that's gonna basically wrap it up for this episode. Let's read everything else that it says on this page here before I end the video. At every level, you are a reading star. Ready to go, Stellar Stalker. Pre-level 1, Rising Star Reader. Level 1 Star Reader. Level 2 Superstar Reader. Level 3 Mega Star Reader. Okay. Now, here's the reason why Daniel had to babysit Margaret. It says it right here. I'm going to read what it says right here. Here we go. Today, since it is Saturday, and Daniel does not have to go to school, Daniel Tiger has to watch out for baby Margaret, because Mom Tiger is busy working in the backyard with her carpenter job. And Dad Tiger is working at the clock factory, and Prince Tuesday can't babysit, because he's at college. And Amira is not available because she's at a slumber party with the other girls in the neighborhood. So it's up to Daniel to take care of baby Margaret. Can he take care of her by himself while Mom Tiger and Dad Tiger are at work? Find out in this book. Well, we already found out. And yep, Daniel took care of baby Margaret, just like any big brother would do. And that... Okay, so... This is for all of the big brothers that are learning to take care of their baby sister out there. This is exactly what a big brother does. So, parents, this is for you. If you have a younger son or sister that's learning to be a big brother, this is everything that a big brother needs to know about taking care of their younger sister, sibling, or big brother. Everything that they need to know about learning how to be a big brother, that teach them how to do everything that Daniel Tiger did in this story. Anyways, did you get that? Okay, good. Well, that's gonna wrap up this episode. I know this video was very long, but hopefully next week, you guys, my story will be shorter. I know you guys want me to read some of the books from Barnes & Noble. But don't worry, next week I will get to that, and hopefully my colds will be over. Sorry about that, the coughing, you guys. I kept trying to make this video over and over and over again, but I kept getting frustrated because I can't stop coughing. So I finally was able to finish this series without any issues or problems. This is my 5th time stopping to making the video. Anyways, that's going to wrap up this video now. So if you like this video, please hit the like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you won't miss any other videos I upload. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.